your land taken from you. And we always say this is a bad neighborhood. And I say this all the time. Why are you allowing the 10, the 12, the 15 people that you grew up around, that are miscreants, participating in nefarious activities? Why are you letting them determine what your neighborhood is? Because every time you say this is a bad neighborhood, you forget about Phyllis, you forget about RC, you forget about Knox, you forget about Raka, you forget about Mukadeen, you forget about everybody in the chat room who get their ass up and bust their ass every day. You don't even count. You allowing people not to count you when you say this is a bad neighborhood. Because on record, you only have in the major cities size of Chicago, Los Angeles, New York, Atlanta, whatever, 8 to 10,000 gang members. But it's like in Chicago, it's 500,000 black people. You're gonna let 8,000 people determine who you are? Crazy. Well, back to the point. Imagine if we kept our same means of employment and we start approaching some of these politicians and some of these athletes who we support dearly. He said, I need you to put a little money in Harvey, man. We're going to move them out there. Well, if you sell your place of residence and move to Harvey, like a Reverend Meek size church, y'all might call them Queplo Dollar or whatever the big church is. If these big church guys who getting all these millions of dollars from our community on a regular basis, if they start buying up little suburbs that are dilapidated and you sell your home, look, this because the rich folks coming in, they give you $250,000 on your $500,000 home. And you go spend 125 of those thousands on a new house to get built from the ground up. And now you big mama and your grandkids and your cousins and everybody, your people who are in your family, they have a nice place to stay. And you created a community of people who think like you and look like you and act like you. Like I told you, I was talking to a friend. She made the suggestion of reaching out to the county and finding where the land banks are. The reason you want to go to a land bank is because, like in Detroit, they're rebuilding Detroit, but the rich people going to be living in Detroit again, and the brothers and the sisters who bust their ass and work every day, they're going to be put out. You had people buying city blocks. Y'all ready for this? City blocks, an entire block for $5,000. Reach out to. I rode past a company today that builds houses. It was black owned. We reach out to them and put their ass to work. We want y'all to build our houses out here in Harvard. I done bought this plot of land for $50. I'm gonna put a $125,000 house on it, but because they're buying materials in bulk at an insane rate, they're building these houses, y'all, and we live in them, and we create our own community. So guess what? We re-elected Mayor Harvey, and it's Phyllis Williams. The chief of police is RC. The state senator, the state representative is Big P, and so forth and so on. Now, guess what? Your kids ain't being harassed by the police because Irene lived next door to me. Irene, officer such and such, acting the fool with my boy. All these random acts of violence against, because it ain't no milling around doing nothing. We can create youth centers for our young people and put them in places that they need to be. We can have a grocery store owned by someone, a gas station owned by someone. All of these issues owned by people from our community. That's the way other communities have gained a foothold in the world. And I'm not, wherever you live and you comfortable, stay your ass down. It's cool. You come to the cookout, you invite. You don't have to follow the rap plan. It's just a suggestion. Get it while it's cheap, build it up, and make it your own. If you lived on Cedric Street, you know what I'm talking about. If you live near Washburn, Ashland, Damon, Weston, between 12th Street, aka Roosevelt Road, and 14th Street, 14th Place, 15th Street. If you lived in that area between what we used to call Jewtown and Weston, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because when you go your ass over there now, it look like when we lived there. Those rich people moved in when it was trash, buying 3-story apartment buildings, $5,000. You see what I'm saying? And they knocked them down. They put up $350,000 homes. But you know they ain't bound. They didn't create those homes for $350,000. They're just selling them for that much. And that's what we have to do. Something else I'm tired of my people doing is joining fights. What I mean is by joining fights is this. Just because your group of people is being oppressed, don't mean my group got to help y'all fight. Because, hey, I'm open to being wrong, but this is something that I've never seen. A speech by an oppressed group of people, and they say, and the brothers and the sisters over there, they need it too. No group I've never seen. I've never seen that. Now, I'm quite sure it happens somewhere, and it don't happen frequently enough for me to see it. I don't know. Right? But just because this group of people who we cool with, they over there getting kicked in the head. Oh man, they get kicked in the head like us. Damn them. We trying to put some ice on the lump that's on our damn head. And till the lump go down on my head, I can't help you, man. I got the circle of wagons like the Buffalo Bills. Damn it. When the university first offered people, they thought they came up. They said, exactly. Black people think they got a lick because your grandmother paid $20,000 for this 2-story, 2-family home. She paid $20,000 when they got it. They just gave me $80,000. Jackass is called appreciation. That house worth $500,000. And guess what? Here's the sad part, Phyllis and Unique. If they just would have said no, they'd have tripled it. And then you could have went and had you another house built. But we have to get out of that mentality of not taking advantage of what we have. You need to always have a place that your kids, your grandkids, nieces, and nephews can call one central place. We have to. Thank you, Irene. Yeah. Hey, we have to have a central location. This is why I'm finna say something that breaks my heart about my family. Do you guys know on my mom's side of the family, my mom's family, I shout them out every week. We talk all the time and everything. In my 49 years of living, we've never had a damn family reunion. Seriously. That's a fucking shame. That's a travesty. That's a travesty. But that's why our community fucked up. My family is part of that. Fucking it up. Now, I ain't have a problem calling my family. They happy as don't like me, no. It's okay. But you ain't gotta like me to love me. They fuck with me. And all the people that don't like me, they kick me ass. That's just how it goes. We cool, we tight, but it just ain't, man. It ain't. It just, for whatever reason, we've never had a family reunion. It's crazy. Man. Now, my dad's family, we get together all the time. But I ain't been to one of the families. That's on me. They've had family reunions on my dad's side. My lady's black ass went to the creek. My trifling ass went to New York and kicked it to the hip hop shit. I done went to Texas and goddamn, I done went to the damn, South by Southwest instead of going to my damn people. You know what I mean? Fucking retarded, man. But I'm part of this problem, y'all. I'm not above this problem. I'm just hopefully offering solutions. Be proactive planning. Yeah, you're right. Shout out to my man Big Illinois. Be proactive planning. I had one from one open 19H rock. Yeah, hey man. It's crazy. So I'm not telling y'all something that I'm not doing. I'm just saying it needs to be done. I don't know if I said this last week. Look at this COVID-19 thing. I'm sick of being in the house. But guess what you haven't done? You haven't fucked over ridiculous amounts of money unnecessary. If we do this the right way, each one of us, each one of our families should come up out of this thing $300 to $500 richer than he was before it started. Because you're not just hanging out with your partners, buying drinks and food. You're not eating and spending money, standing on the corner. Let's go get this. Let's go get a pizza. Let's go get, you get the pizza, I'll get the wings, and then he get the drink. Every single day. Let's go get some weed. Every single day. Exactly. We call the Rousseys. They got it. Yeah. Just saying. We not frivolously spending money. So we should be saving it. We should be planning community events. A block party. So you can know everybody within 4 blocks of each direction. It's a nosy ass person on every block in America. I don't give a damn what you look like. Whatever culture you're from, it's a nosy ass person that knows everybody on that block. Get that person to find out who you need to know so you can have one community event. Because even the killers I know, and I know a few of them, they ain't gonna kill you if you know you. They might crack your head, but they ain't gonna kill you. And the killers that I know, if they see somebody messing with a senior or a lady, you the next victim. You the next victim. So, what the point is, reestablishing relationships, reestablishing community, and doing it that way. Now, if you don't want to move to the suburbs, reestablish your community where you are. Here's another good thing about this COVID-19 thing. Some of these businesses are going to close up. And again, I told y'all, some of these businesses are going to close up. And they're right smack dab in the middle of our communities. It's your job to go to that state representative with that business proposal. Say, I want to open up a corner store. And then now you have a black-owned business in your community. And you can have people support it. Wow, now I want to own a corner store route. Maybe you don't. But, again, when your cousin Greg or Shanika or whatever come up out of a bad situation, whether it be drugs or incarceration or termination, come on work for me, boy. Come on work for me, girl. And now you have the opportunity to build that business up and then move and then open up another one and another one. If you don't agree, if you don't believe me, it's called Uncle Remus. All over the city of Chicago, it's called Air's Chicken. All over the city of Chicago, and even some other places in the country. This is how empires are built. Just saying, man. On the Wednesday show, I mentioned that this young lady bought a check to a store, to her bank. Her bank attempted to cash it. A woman at the bank looked at her face and said, this ain't her check. Called the people who owned the place and gave her the check, confirmed it was their check. This young lady had to call the police, but guess what? If she was using the bank from her community, she wouldn't have had that problem. If she was using Chase, she wouldn't have had that problem. But damn, Chase, we're not big up in Chase. But if she was using a bank from her community, that funky ass $90 check she was trying to cash, and she had to call the police, and as far as I know, she still ain't got her bread a week later. She wouldn't have had that problem. Because there's a good chance she'd have known the person at the counter. She would have known the person at the counter. And wouldn't have had those problems. And this is what I'm saying. We have to reestablish this community. Back to my friend. She be talking about land banks. A lot of people own their houses. They don't own the land at the house. No. This is why eminent domain is instituted. And you got to get your ass out at the price that they want because they own the land, not the building. You own the building, they own the land. But if we get to taking over these suburbs, you can buy the land, have your house set on your land, and you're cool. We have to look at history in order to move forward. We have to, folks. We just have to. There is no other way. Look at history.